Let me try this again. Good evening. Let me go ahead and call this public hearing on schools' first financial accountability rating system to order. It is Thursday, October 18th, 2022. The current time is 6:04 p.m., and we are located at the Rio Grande City High School cafeteria. Agenda B, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. J. Peña, will you help us with the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Absolutely. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Peña. Agenda item C, overview of School First Financial Integrity Rating System of Texas.
Good evening, Board President, members of the Board, Superintendent. We are here to discuss the financial rating for RGCGISD. The Texas Education Agency released final financial accountability ratings for school districts and charters across the state. The 2022 ratings are based on annual financial reports provided to the agency from fiscal year 2020-2021. Created by the 77th Texas Legislature in 2001, the School Financial Integrity Rating System of Texas, or the FIRST, is designed to encourage public schools to better manage their financial resources to provide the maximum allocation possible for direct instructional purposes. Based on the submitted information from 2020-21, a school district is assigned one of 4 financial management ratings: superior achievement, above standard achievement, mid-standard, or substandard achievement. For 2022, which is based on the 2021 fiscal year for Rio Grande City Gruya ISD, is superior achievement with a score of 100 points out of 100. The superior achievement, or A, rating is the state's highest rating for school districts, demonstrating the quality of their financial management and reporting system. The first ratings are based on 20 financial indicators, such as administrative cost expenditures, the accuracy of a district's financial information submitted to TEA, and any financial vulnerabilities or material weaknesses in internal controls as determined by an external auditor. Furthermore, there are 5 critical indicators that result in an automatic substandard achievement rating should a school district fall in that specific category, regardless of overall score. So the indicators, the 20, we have to review them one by one and compare them from 2021 to the prior year of 2020. So one of the first critical indicators was the complete annual financial report and data submitted to the TEA within 30 days of the November 27th deadline, depending for the fiscal year end of June 30th. And the answer in 2020 is yes, and in 2021 is yes. Number 2, was there an unmodified opinion in the annual financial report on the financial statements as a whole? For 2020, yes. 2021, yes. 3, was the school district in compliance with the payment terms of all debt agreements at fiscal year end? For 2020, yes. 2021, yes. 4, did the school district make timely payments to the Teacher Retirement System, the Texas Workforce Commission, Internal Revenue Service, and other governmental agencies? The district made all payments as specified above on a timely basis and within the guidelines submitted by the different agencies for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2021. 5, the indicator is not scored. 6, the first of the solvency indicators. Was the average change in assigned and unassigned fund balances over 3 years less than a 25% decrease, or did the current year's assigned and assigned fund balances exceed 75 days of operational expenditures? For 2020, the ceiling was passed. In 2021, the ceiling was passed. The district's average change in fund balance over 3 years is 1.63% increase. 7, was the number of days of cash on hand and current investments in the general fund for the school district sufficient to cover operating expenditures? For 2020, we received 10 points. For 2021, 10 points. 8, was the measure of current assets to current liabilities ratio for the school district sufficient to cover short-term debt? In 2020, 10 points. In 2021, 10 points. The ratio of current assets to current liabilities of 4.0043 was sufficient to cover the district's short-term debt. 9, did the school district general fund revenues equal or exceed expenditures? In 2020, we received 10 points. 2021, 10 points. 10, did the school district average less than 10% variance when comparing budgeted revenues to actual revenues for the last 3 fiscal years? In 2020, 10 points. 2021, 10 points. 11, was the ratio of long-term liabilities to total assets for the school district sufficient to support long-term solvency? In 2020, 10 points. 2021, 10 points. 12, was the debt of $100 of assessed property value ratio sufficient to support future debt payments? In 2020, 8 points. 2021, 10 points. Was the school district's administrative cost ratio equal to or less than the threshold ratio? 2020, 10 points. 2021, 10 points. 14, did the school district not have a 15% decline in the students to staff ratio over 3 years, total enrollment to total staff? If the student enrollment did not decrease, the school district will automatically pass this indicator. 2020, 10 points. 2021, 10 points. 15, was the school district's ADA within the allotted range of the district's biennial POPUL projections submitted to TEA? If the district did not submit POPUL projections to TEA, did it certify the TEA's projections? In 2020, 5 points. 2021, 5 points. 16, did the comparison of the Public Education Information Management System, PIMS, data to like information in the school district's annual financial report result in a total variance of less than 3% of all expenditures by function? In 2020, the ceiling was passed, and in 2021, the ceiling was passed. 17, the first of the financial competency indicators. Did the external independent auditor report that the annual financial report was free of any instances of material weaknesses in internal controls over financial reporting and compliance for local, state, or federal funds? In 2020, the ceiling was passed. 2021, the ceiling was passed. 18, did the external independent auditor report that the annual financial report was free of any instances of material noncompliance for grants, contracts, and laws related to local, state, or federal funds? In 2020, 10 points. 2021, 10 points. 19, did the school district post the required financial information on its website in accordance with government code, local government code, and Texas Education Code, Texas Administrative Code, and other statuses, laws, and rules that were in effect at the school district's fiscal year? For 2020, 5 points. 2021, 5 points. 20, did the school board members discuss the district's property values at a board meeting within 120 days before the district adopted its budget? 2020, the ceiling was passed, and 2021, ceiling passed. By law, there are other disclosures required under the financial management report, and one of them is the copy of the superintendent's current employment contract, which is found on page 8 of the financial management report. Other disclosures are reimbursements received by the superintendent and board members. For the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2021, Superintendent Adolfo Peña Jr., a total of $818.18. Board Member Noé Castillo, none. Board Member J. Peña, $818.18. Board Member John Pope, the fourth, $818.18. Board Member Eduardo Ramirez, none. Board Member Basilio Villarreal, $818.18. Board Member Eleazar Velazquez, $818.18. Another disclosure required is outside compensation and/or fees received by the superintendent for professional consulting and/or other professional services for fiscal year 2021. No amounts were reported. Another disclosure are gifts received by the executive officer and board members and first-degree relatives, if any, for fiscal year 2021. No amounts were reported. And finally, the last disclosure are business transactions between school district and the board members for fiscal year 2021, and none were reported. That concludes the financial management report required by law. Are there any other questions?
I have a couple of questions, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
What was your total grade, ma'am?
100, sir.
So you're perfect.
Perfect. Sensational.
That's what I basically, first of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you and all your staff at the business department to actually get 100 out of 100. Like I say, it's not only about academics, we did fantastic, but on the business side, to say we got 100 out of 100, Ms. Robles, to you and your staff, all the accolades in the world. You're the one that keeps this place basically where it needs to be. You're the one who tells us what we need to do from a financial point of view, but 100 out of 100, perfect, perfect business department. With that said, I think we need to stand up and give him a
Yeah,
ovation.
man.
Wow. Thank you.
I'll add to that. Ms. Robles, of those measures, 3 of them are actually some of the toughest measures by some of the schools. I know number 8, number 11, and number 13 are some of the toughest measures. Those are some where 1 in 5 schools didn't meet. We met 10, the perfect 10 on all of them. So I just wanted to emphasize that. And some of those measures, which is number 8, is one of the ratios that I'm always asking for. I got it now, right? Here it is.
Yes, sir.
And it shows that the current assets to current liabilities are 4 times, right? And then another measure is the district's ratio of long-term liabilities to total assets. That one you scored it, we've scored a 10, right? I'll say your department though, right?
Yes, sir.
And then the other one is the administrative cost ratio. The cost of our administrative expenses relative to other schools, we've also made a 10 on those. And those are 3 where a lot of the schools did not meet the measures. So I
Yes.
just wanted to emphasize how great of a job your department has done, and just really emphasize the importance of that 8.
And
Thank you,
we went up in number 12.
See, we did.
So let me ask you, is this the first time we get 100 out of 100, ma'am?
Yes,
Or is that-
sir.
So this is first time.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Another history making.
Actually, number 12,
Another
I
way.
missed that one. Number 12, there was a 71% rate. That was the toughest measure, and we jumped from an 8
Yes.
to a 10.
And
So,
that is
that was great.
one of the least that we have control of, because it's based on the property values.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, if you had to attribute, how do you get 100 out of 100, ma'am?
Working very hard, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Well, again, I think from us and the whole board and the whole community, thank you for everything you do. I know you're the one who keeps us in check, but I couldn't say enough good things about it. 100 out of 100. An A in academics, but 100 out of 100 in financial. This, I tell everybody, I think this district is humming. I mean, we are where we've never been, and since I've been on the board, we didn't have cars back then, so good job.
Thank you.
The only problem, like I told everybody when we got the A and TEA, but TEA, is now you know you can get it done. So we're going to come to expect it every single time. So let's keep working hard. But no, but Mr. Varela is 100% right.
Well, let's celebrate today and worry about tomorrow. But again, Diana, Ms. Robles, all your staff, every
Yes,
single
sir.
one, they're to be commended for just doing a phenomenal job. Like I say, I've been on the board 20-some years. I don't think I've ever seen 100 out of 100. So again, it's fantastic. But like, I guess, Mr. Ramirez, now we move on, but couldn't say enough accolades for you all. A in academics, A in finances, but I'm the one who always announces the financial end everywhere I go, but 100 out of 100.
And it's
Thank
not
you.
pressure. I know you can get it done. So is your staff here, by the way? Or?
Yes, Chris
Can
is
they
here.
stand up?
Yes,
I
please
have
have, please have them be
Laura
recognized. Have them be
And
recognized.
Mr. Garcia as well.
That was
Good job.
a really good job.
I know Mr. Peña has a few words, Superintendent Peña.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of our administration and staff, Ms. Robles, we want to commend, your sensational staff. Getting 100, we know is very difficult and challenging. So we know that every single day, your department is on top of everything, never late on a payment. So, with all the accolades and everything, congratulations, time to celebrate. And it's a pleasure to work with each and every one of you. You're at our, every single meeting, you're always there. Just today, we had several meetings, and, we're on top of the district, top of all of our initiatives. So congratulations, Ms. Robles, Chris, and all of the departments and our business department. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, congratulations on everything you do. I know that you all take this with you every day at home, and, you worry about what the numbers are every time you come to a board meeting. And thank you for taking care of us, taking care of the district, and you all have done a great job. Congratulations. to you.
Thank you. So I'd like to mention all the departments. So business
Why don't you
office.
mention all your staff, ma'am? I think
Yes,
it'll be
sir.
good.
Business office, now I have two accountants, Adriana Lozano, Claudia Ramirez. Purchasing department, Crisanto Guerra. Bookkeeping department, Gracie Garcia. Payroll, Josue Ruiz. We have our computer programmer, Juan Ruiz. Tax office, Laura Garcia. And transportation department, Juan Garcia. So without any of them, I don't think this would be possible. And I just want to tell you all that I love you and I appreciate everything that you do for the district. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
And ma'am, we appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Are there any other public comments on the
Sir,
report for
I
Agenda
have one
E?
comment, sir. The Yankees won tonight.
All right. If there are no other public comments, I'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting. It is 6:22 p.m. The regular board meeting will start at 6:30.
They won 5-1.
71.64.
Play the Astros.
They're going to play the Astros. Should be.